Hello and welcome back. So we are at part 7. Things have really come along fast. We have 2 left, and your 9 steps to writing your survive sur, Thriver story. Part 7, show and not tell. Okay, I hope I can convey this because it's so important. Muy importante. Or something like that. Okay, here we go. Show, not tell. Show, not tell. Okay, hopefully this picture here gives you kind of this idea. All right? Like anything, connections. So, the bonding that glues humanity together, this connection, the story time. How is it done? It's through the power of a good story. So, stories are going to make your mind really come alive. It's going to have that whole concept of what is it that I'm learning? Can I see it? Can I smell it? Can I visualize it? Like, did I feel the pain? Did I feel the emotion? This thing ignites us and gets us excited. If you're just telling, yeah, you get things directly spoken of, but you're missing the beauty of the story. So, connect with your 5 senses. Okay, check out these 2 sentences. Here we go. The dog was happy to see me when I came home. Okay. I was greeted with a wet nose, kisses, and thumping tail against the door casing. Ah, you saw that a little bit differently, right? How many of the 5 senses did you see there? Okay, we've got a wet nose, so we're feeling it. We've got, taste, kind of kiss. You're hearing something, the thumping against the door casing. So we've covered at least 3 right there in that one sentence. Now, obviously, you don't have to do that for every single sentence. What you're trying to do, though, is show what is happening. Instead of telling me the dog was happy, you showed me the dog was happy. All right. This is great. So, paper, pencil. Oh, we've been going through so many trainings. Maybe you're out of paper. We'll get a new one because we need to practice this. Okay, here's the telling side. He was angry at Jim. Here's the showing. He had a white knuckled grip on his desk as Jim was talking. I got that? All right, back to the example. She was in disbelief. Okay, feeling like you're describing something there. Her mouth hung open as the positive test stick shook in her hand. That's a line from one of my books. I had just discovered that I was pregnant with number 5, and we've had 6.5 years of marriage. Yeah, so I was kind of like, again. Okay, back up. I was so excited. I won. Okay. My heart throbbed against my ribs as the medal was placed around my neck. Oh, a little bit different. They were so happy. Feet jumped, fists pumped into the air. Their smiles were electrifying. Okay. He was very disappointed. His fingers slid down the scan of names on the list until it rested on the edge of the paper. His name was not there. Ooh. So this is the idea of showing. Let's go all the way back to some other trainings. Why did I have you listen to books or read books? Because they are showing scenes. They're showing how you can feel, showing how things connect. You're getting those ideas within your head so that you have them. Okay? Really important. Create an emotional connection in people. I say emotional connection a lot. Why? Because we're talking about story and you need to show your stories. Anyone will connect with you and feel because you've touched their heart and you've made sense in their brain through a story, they're going to do it. Okay. A lot of us have pain, and many of you are here because you have a Thriver story and you want to share with people part of this pain. You don't want to leave them in this pain because that's not fair. That's a victim story. But you want them to start them off and getting them to know, like, whoa, oh, they, right? You want that whole experience to come through. You want them to feel the pain. You want them to know how you ever overcame things, how you bond with the affection of something. You want that as a part of the element as long as we have resolve on the inside of this. This is my good friend Jim and what he has to say. People buy on emotion and then justify with logic. So if you want them to buy, change their emotional state. That's the truth. Okay, wait. You were just talking about connecting with a showing portion of the book. Why all of a sudden are you marketing? Because I want you to remember that people want to buy your book, right? Okay, you want to give that connection of, look, I have answers for you. Look, I have a story that will impact your life. Well, you better connect with them that way in order for it to really happen. Okay? All right. Use emotion to tell the right story. Readers read stories for information, for escape, for knowledge, and people take the cues from your words and whatsoever emotion that you want the people to feel, you need to convey it with the emotion and through a good story. Like those samples I gave you, we had like disappointment, we had sad, we had happy, we had those words which are part of emotions, but that told them we wanted to show them. Okay? All right. Storytelling reveals the meaning without committing an error of defining it. Stories. A lot of you are like, oh, this is just for fiction. So I'm writing a nonfiction book, so I don't need to listen to this. No, you need to because you're going to share experiences with yourself, with your own thing. And if you only just tell, it's not going to be as memorable. It's not going to impact them. So just letting you know. All right. Define. Okay. Now, definition of things is telling. You can do that prior to, like as a background if you need to, and then jump into the story. Okay. But within the story, probably don't define things. Make sense? Okay. Here are your practices right here. Um, so I had to give one example. I sat at the table. Yeah, tells us what happened. Let's show it. I dropped heavily onto the hard chair, my hand scraping my knuckle on the table. Okay. See a lot more emotion in that. So now you've got 3 of these practices. He was angry. I felt sad, tired, and depressed. She was excited. Go for it. I'll wait. I don't see you writing. No, seriously, start writing. You can pause this, get it out, and then we'll move on. Because we are moving on to the 8th step, which is recap. So take this time to practice getting those shows down. And if you need any help with this, I would love to be able to help you. I have lots of different blogs on this and I can send out more information because it's really important to get that showing down versus just the telling. Cool? All right. We'll talk soon, y'all.